Install a set of 175 type pergola today. Find 3 lines with labels, which are windproof roller shutter, motor and light belt lines. Put them in from the bottom of the column. Pull to the top. Install the bottom plate of the electric pavilion. First, find out the L-shaped connector of the base plate. Install the L-shaped connector. In the middle of the 3 slots of the column, pay attention to be flush with the column. Tighten with hexagon screws. Install the L-shaped connector on the other side. It is also installed in the middle of the 3 slots of the column, flush with column, tighten with hexagon screws. Find the screws of L-shaped connector and base plate in the screw package. Fix fastening screws. Finally, install the base screws into. Then continue to install the remaining columns. After installing the 4 columns, put them aside. The power box does not need to be placed in the column. According to the needs of customers and the actual situation, installed on the nearest wall or stored separately. Installing cross-beam sink. The built-in sink is connected through the groove on the beam. The opening of the sink is upward and gently pushed until the edge of the sink stops near the edge of the second hole on the beam. After installing the built-in sink, the beam with motor can be installed on the column with 3 wires. There to connecting blocks behind the beam. Place the beam connecting block in the clamping slot of the column. Then connect the motor line on the beam and column with light strip line. Each line has a corresponding label. When the plug is unscrewed, the arrow icon will be seen. The corresponding plug interface also has an arrow icon. Connect the 2 plugs in the direction of the arrow. Then tighten the protection knob. Next, the line connecting the light strip. The light strip lines also have label paper. The same operation as connecting the motor line. Connect in the direction of the arrow. Put it into the column after connecting the wire. Lock the cross-beam coupling block with an Allen wrench. Next, continue to install other beam sinks. Same length as motor beam, and there is a row of mounting holes on the opposite side beam. The rest is ordinary beam. After installing the crossbeam, lock each crossbeam, so the basic framework of our pavilion has been set up. If there are customers who buy matching windproof roller shutter, you can connect our reserved roller shutter wiring first. It will be more convenient to install the windproof roller shutter. After the beam is installed, the shutter can be installed. The motor beam is pasted with a label corresponding to the type of shutter installed. After knowing the corresponding position of the shutter, you can select the corresponding shutter. For installation, we install the louvers in the order of labels. One end with feet is installed on the motor beam side. The support foot is upward for connecting the connecting rod. After putting it on, connect the strip line of the shutter lamp with the strip line of the beam lamp. After connection, put it back into the beam trunking. Continue to install other louvers. Install the linkage rod. After installing the blade, pre-install the linkage rod screws and nuts. Remember not to tighten them. Just tighten the screw to the position where the rubber ring just can't be seen. After the linkage rod is installed, the cover plate on the beam can be installed. The cover plate is placed on the cross beam trunking. Just cover the card slot. The cover plate groove is outward at the edge. Fix the cover plate with tapping screws. The screw should be hit on the groove. The position can be selected near the column. The same installation method is used for other positions. When installing the motor, loosen the nuts on the beam. Use the up button on the remote control to send the motor forward for same positions. Just hang the motor hole onto the screw position, then tighten the screws. Tighten the screw to the position where the rubber ring just can't be seen. Now our pavilion has been installed. Come www.amazonic.com to get pergola for your garden.